From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Snagged out of the air. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Here's the handoff. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Give to the running back. Across the 45. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to surge it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Louisville! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pressure coming. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Scanning the field, it's Knox. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. On the move. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyree. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Vols are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Tight end finds a soft spot. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Volunteers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Under fire. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They give it to him again. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the ground with the back. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete with conviction on the crosser. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Knox. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He'll work his way down to the 28. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Rushes on him. A little screen to the running back. Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteer. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for a score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for a man. It's Knox. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Vols send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A first down for the offense. The give is to Smith. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Working the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Cardinals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got his man quickly. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. New set of downs after the completion. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Knox. Fierce the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Under fire. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the right. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Turns it loose. Complete in the middle. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wants to throw. It's Knox. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a wide open receiver. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Wide open downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
I'm trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the a little muscle on this drive. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Makes the catch around the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It's as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll he's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling that. Make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Knox. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will give them the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll give it to the back.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get help on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And this one is perfect. And they've regained the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Knox. Bringing the heat. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Vols have this offense rolling. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Ambrose. On the ball at the 30. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Trying play action. Keeps it going. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Smith takes the handoff. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 1st down and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the corner. To the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Louisville. And that one will give him the lead.
And the defense has got to be able to do a better job in their pass rush, guys. Quarterback had way too much time to survey the defense. And that receiver who lined up all the way on the right side, he was able to get way downfield and catch it all the way on the left side. And it's just too hard to cover a guy for that length of time. The pass rush has got to get better in this game.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Knox. Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The balls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's got it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out and ready to attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Going to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cardinals! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Fires on the move. Lost, the defense is wide open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here is the Tennessee offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll line up for a second down play. Let's it fly. Got his man downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to... I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed...